Greetings from the village of Perry, New York. My name is Rick Hauser and I'm the mayor of Perry. I'm also an architect and downtown revitalization specialist. With the rich history of our old buildings here and citizens' can-do spirit, Perry's been my living laboratory. I invite Erin and Ben to join me in this laboratory and become part of our evolving success story. We like to say Perry is the village that's still a village. Surrounded by farmland, you see our rich architectural heritage in both the commercial buildings on Main Street and in the grand old Victorian homes sprinkled throughout. As a matter of fact, I landed here because I married a fourth-generation dairy farmer. But instead of moving into that old farmhouse, in 1996, we chose the nearby village of Perry. We chose it for its potential, its character, its access to recreation, and its walkability. Well, the prerogative and the obligation of downtown living is involvement, and I got involved. Within 90 days of moving here, I formed a task force to help save an enormous old 1908 school building. We traveled across New York researching options and for proof of concept on adaptive reuse, and eventually we found a local buyer who completed a first phase investment to create 24 new market rate apartments. We also invented a business model here that we call Main Street LLC. It helps solve the problems of those big vacant downtown buildings. Main Street LLC is a broad-based, community-wide investment group where people can put their money where their house is. It's since been adopted across New York, but it started here in Perry. In Perry, it's been used for mixed-use buildings, housing artists, professionals, retail. It's been used for old Victorian homes, and even for a downtown microbrewery. So when I say we have buy-in in Perry, I mean it literally. There are many more accomplishments, but we also need help to keep that momentum going. We need a partner, and that's where Hometown Takeover comes in. We've made enough progress to set up a platform for Erin and Ben to carry us over the finish line with your amazing eye for design and preservation. We're all in. Consider me a resource. Consider the village your partner, and know that Perry is a yes community. We don't just talk the talk. We walk the walk. Here's a pictorial to give you a sense of who we are.
Welcome to Perry, New York. Perry is located in upstate New York, midway between Buffalo and Rochester. It was settled in 1807 and has a rich history. The 21st President of the United States, Chester Arthur, grew up in Perry. Our knitting mill was also the place of production for Champion Sportswear. The heart of the village is our historic downtown Main Street. Like many towns in America, we need your help. There are many great old homes that need restoration. These houses have great architectural features and have many original woodwork and stained glass windows from the 1800s. Parts of the downtown commercial buildings also need help. They really need help. But we have made some progress. That old knitting mill was converted into apartments for seniors. Here on the north side of Main Street before, here it is now as a wine tasting room and pizzeria next door. This transformation on the north side of Main Street is due to a community that rallied together, a retired police officer from Brooklyn that took interest in restoring quaint village towns such as Perry. Perry has a lot of charm. We have a spot called the Charcoal Corral as a community gathering spot that attracts tourists from around New York State. It houses a mini golf course, a drive-in. Yes, we have 2 drive-in theaters still operating. The corral hosts old car shows, outdoor music, and tractor pulls, and we have an old-fashioned ice cream parlor too. Perry is on a lake, and we have our very own sea serpent. Yes, a lake sea serpent. Here is an actual photo taken last year. This local legend has found his way around town in the Splash Park, in our brewery on Main Street, and even on our triathlon mascot. Each July, we host a chalk art festival on Main Street. This festival brings some really great talent. Really great talent. Perry also has a farmer's market each Saturday on Main Street. While we're talking about community spaces, we do have a beach that could use some help from Ben and Erin. The Rotary Club donated lakeside land for a public beach, but it really hasn't been developed into a usable recreational area. There are ideas, but nothing has developed yet. We'd love to partner with Aaron and Ben to take over our hometown of Perry, New York.